back the other way to Tomlinson. Murray is tied up. He can't gain control. Comes up to Cummins. Cummins charges in over the blue line. Takes it into the corner with a Hola right there with him. Comes back to Miller in the far corner. He brings it back to the blue line. Willie, a shot save made by Cashman, and he hangs on. Against Russell's line of Woodward and Bartels. Russell won that draw cleaning, knocked it in behind the net, but Mike Bavis sent it right out front, shooting a save made by Muzzatti as Mark Bavis was set up nicely from behind the net by his brother Mike. Peasley along with Joey Campbell, bringing it all to you in Boston and Washington, D.C. in the greater mid-Michigan area. Third game and deciding game of this series to advance to the Final Four next weekend in Detroit. This face-off won by Russell, knocked into the corner. Mike Bavis there to chase it down. He's in control behind the net, and he skates it up here on the right side, brings it out to Hola. He gets a shot away to score! Tipped right out front, I think, by Mark Bavis on a screen on Jason Muzzatti, and the Terriers take a 1-0 lead.
Very active in this game. That's why these guys are so offensive. There you see it. It's going to come back to the point. He's going to one-time it. He never lets it stop. Number 20 camped right on the doorstep there. I think just gets a piece of it and distracts Jason.
The net for Beetle. Less than 1 minute to go in the period. Comes to Miller here on the right side. Miller skates it in over the line. He's going to take it down low into the corner, bring it back to the point for Beetle. Beetle sets it up for Murray on the far side. Back to Beetle. One time he scores! Steve Beetle!
You talk about finding those corners with a defenseman from that point. Then he could have got away with it.
We're back to the action. It's a two-man advantage. Hayfie with a shot. He hit the goal post. Oh, my. It comes down now to Messier, or Cummins, rather.
It's one thing about Hayfie out there on this power play. The fans keep yelling, shoot, shoot. He's never afraid to shoot. He'll be the one to let it go.
Russell back to Hayfie. Spartans with a two-man advantage for 35 seconds. Russell skates in. Tipped. Oh, just wide of the post by Thompson. It's still loose, and they're going to rule the face-off outside the zone. And 35 seconds remaining in the Spartan power play. McGeckran. Willie for Miller on the right side. Willie has got Peter White. Tries to find Willie in deep. He scores! Jason Willie!
That's what Kipper does so well. He's able to... University just doesn't seem to have the zip that they've had in the last three periods, Eric. A couple last night and then this first one tonight.
Miller kicked that one aside. Here comes Jason Willie. Finds Pat Murray. He's in behind the defense. Murray shoots a save and he scores!
See Pat, good work here. He's determined. He keeps on working and working. He thinks the man was tied up, gets a shot off. Unfortunately for Cashman, just dribbles through between his legs.
You got to get all of that. Willie brings it back for Ronan. Ronan picks it up with the near boards. He stick handles here into the circle, tries to drop it down low for Kasaki. He works it into the corner along with Hayfie. Round him on the other side for Ronan. Looks for the short side. Right up for the score! It's tipped right out front by Kasaki. On a nifty pass by Ronan from in behind the net, he just threw it out front. Kasaki had the stick on the ice and went up over the goaltender, Jason Muzzatti.
That's exactly right. Great work inside there by that line, Kasaki and Ronan. They're throwing it back and forth, and he was being held or taken down by one of the Michigan State defenders. Watch Ronan come walking around. There you see Tomlinson in there. He's being taken out. And there you see Kasaki coming over. He's held there, being pulled down. He just gets a tip, puts it in the upper corner. Very good work in there by the BU Terriers.
And we might point out that they were still out there from the power play. Coach Mason has given Gallagher an earful. Here comes Miller, tries to fight Bartels. Tip just wide of the far post. Here comes Miller, a backhander, and that's off a leg into the corner of the zone. It's going to be chased down by Shallowilo. Cashman gets there first, brings it back the other way for Cummins. He can't get there. Shallowilo goes down. Back to the point man, Willie. Willie works it over here for Russell. Russell looks to tee it up. Brings it near side for Hayfie. Back to Russell. Over for Willie. Willie fakes the shot. Gets it in. Give and go. Quick shot. Oh, hit the post! Oh, my. Willie hits a goal post and a give and go on the pass of Shallowilo. Ekran and the lone defenseman back is Ahola.
Well, obviously, that reason is they want to have as much offense out there as they can. Take advantage of this open ice.
And Sacco brings it in and tries to get the shot away. Gets by Gibson. Shooting. Tip. They score!
That's exactly what happened there, Eric. Great play work by there, Sacco. And hits the bust-in Ronan coming down the right side. You can see that develop from up here. Great shot when we get this replay, watch Sacco. He comes in. Initially, he's going to fake that slap shot, freeze the defenseman, and all of a sudden that gives Ronan a little bit of time to make that break. He's breaking in from the right side. He gets by his man. Here it is. Watch him. He comes across this line. He's got Donnie Gibson there. Fakes that slap shot. Donnie's going to block it, put his feet together, got tied up. Now he's going to walk around right to Ronan. Ronan's going to deflect it. Nothing hard. Just clean, simple, excellent play right there by Sacco and Ronan.
Through the 5-hole. Now
the dive, see the guy falling. He might make the call, so it's worth a chance.
Spartans need to kill off some precious seconds here to get back to 5-on-4 if they can. 20 seconds to go in the coincidental calls.
And then conversely, you just tell your guys to stay away, stay out of the trouble. Don't get yourself in those types of situations where you can get caught. We need you on the ice.
Sacco has it taken away from him and flipped down the ice by Kerry Russell. A good job. 5 seconds remaining in the penalties to Bartels and Von Stefanelli. Miller comes up to forecheck a little bit, taking it over the line as Amanti. Amanti tees up a shot, he scores!
Wow.
Beats Muzzati on the glove side, and they take a lead, 4-3.
There is just a stunned Michigan State audience sitting around here, and immediately down to our right here, Eric, we got about 100 BU Terrier fans that couldn't be more excited. I'm sure you people watching back home in Boston, you've seen it. There's your young man, that number 3, Amanti. He is definitely a player of the future. If he even remains at Boston University for his 4 years, he is a quality hockey player. Nothing fancy about it, just makes the move on the inside, gets a clear lane right in the middle. Watch this, down low shot, great camera action, just beats Jason to the right lower corner.
About 2 inches off the ice, a good low shot, beats center. 9 minutes, 20 seconds to go in regulation play. This is Hafey in over the line. Sean Hafey skates it in, tries to get a backhander and rises in the glove of Cashman, and he hangs on for the faceoff. We'll be back in just a moment. Hafey and Sullivan on the faceoff. It comes down. White tries to gain control of the draw with Beetle. A swept up on the boards to White. He loses his glove, goes into the corner, and chased out of there with Shalawilo. He couldn't gain control off the boards and near side for Beetle. Tipped ahead. We got a break for Mike Sullivan. Gibson back to cover. Mike Sullivan coming right in. He shoots. Goes out the pads in the rebound. They score! Number 8, Rob Regan puts the Boston Terriers up by 2, 5-3.
Eric, this is a very unfamiliar sight in this building. You got to give Boston Terriers credit. They've stuck right with it. Good defensive play there. Donnie Gibson initially cuts off the one man. He doesn't get off a very good shot. And again, too, Jason makes an initial good save right here. But unfortunately, look at that rebound. That's a Boston rebound. Bounces right out to the Boston Terrier man. But who was the man following up? Another Boston Terrier fella. As we said, these guys, you can't give them any type of advantage coming down the offensive end. Here's another shot of it. Watch his puck right out to it. You couldn't ask for anything better than that if you're a Terrier fan.
He's a senior out of Milton, Massachusetts, and a great job there to beat John. Give and go, and it's all the way down the ice, headed for the open net, and it goes to the side, and there's Ronan. He goes after it. He's going to try to center it. Willie is there with him. There's 1:05 remaining in the period. The Spartans trying to get something going. They bring it out front for Hafey. They hurry up ice now, turning and firing, unable to get control of that one is Tomlinson, and it's cleared up the ice. Right back now to Kasaki. He can't get the shot away. It's loose now for Ronan.
54.
And up with it is Willie. He brings it up to Murray. 50 seconds to go. Murray's in over the line. Murray takes it in deep. 45 seconds to go. Back in behind the net. It goes for Cummins. He can't get the wood on it. Here to the near corner. Chasing it down is Gibson. He charges his man into the boards. He got an open net here for Sacco on the left side. Sacco gets there ahead of Beetle. He skates in. He shoots. Hits the side of the open net. He goes down, and there's a call there. No call. Back the other way comes Michigan State at center. This is Kip Miller. 25 seconds to go. It's 5-3 BU over Michigan State. Miller lost control of the puck and knocking it down the ice. Stewart breaks up that pass play and brings it back the other way. It's going to be the end of the season for Michigan State and the continuation of the season for the Terriers at Boston University. 10 seconds remaining. It goes into the corner for a hole. He bangs it off the glass. Loose in front and shooting right at the last moment there with a save was Cashman, and knocking it down the ice and headed for the open net, but it's going to go wide at the buzzer, and a
unbelievable
wild throng of 150 or 200 fans here for Boston University go crazy as the Terriers swamp their goaltender Cashman down on the ice, and they celebrate this victory over Michigan State.
Well, I'll tell you, Eric, you can't take anything away from them. They really stood in there strong. They faced all the adversity after losing the first game, then losing Tomlinson for Saturday's game. They hang in tough. They pulled off the biggest